Yo, what is good in the hood? So today I'll be showing you my plans for the future and how I'm gonna get my shit together. If you care, welcome. If you don't, bye bye. So this is planet Earth. This is where we live. This is where you live. And come on. And this is me. Current situation. Um, Cute little Discord kitten, as you can see. And this is what I want to become. Big guy, right? Now, to understand this further or what I'm talking about this, we need a magnifying glass, right? So let's zoom in a little bit here. What do I look like right now? Lost, no purpose, no experiences, no major achievements, lonely, underweight. So everything that is bad about a person or like about a fucking beginner in life is in me. I am shit at this game called life. In the virtual world, bro, I'm peak, bro. But in here, I'm a piece of shit. So we're gonna need to change this, of course. And to do that, let's zoom out a little bit here. Let's take the magnifying glass, put it on this black guy. And this is what I want to become. I want to have direction in my life, meaning I want to have big achievements, relationships, and be healthy. And like, I don't know. I don't know what I want, but I want to know. So this is why I have like direction at the top there. I just want to know what I'm gonna do with this fucking thing we call life, right? So let's zoom out a little bit here. As you can see, the first obstacle here is the kitten ears, right? So let's zoom in again. And this is something called pueriturnus. I actually stumbled upon this shit like not long ago, and I want to explain it, to be honest. It's very interesting. So you can imagine this as kind of like a boss or the a problem. Basically, I see this as like an obstacle right now that I have and that I need to overcome. Okay, so this puer eternus basically means puer basically means child, and eternus basically mean eternal, and it's basically a human being that has like an adult that has like the mind of a child, right? Someone who didn't grow up. And I fall under this category. These are the people who basically they don't work, all they do is play video games, all they do is waste their time, and they don't take responsibilities, and like all they do is just think about whatever. But when it comes to actually doing, when it comes to actually putting in the work, they don't do it. So this is my current problem, is that I can envision futures, I can envision like what I want to do, but when it comes to doing it, I don't do shit. I just sit at home and play fucking video games and watch YouTube and beat my meat 5 times a day, right? I actually don't do that. So the best way to finish this first challenge is to find the boring thing, right? So whatever project that you want to do, or whatever that you want to create, or whatever that you want to achieve, everything has that boring activity in it. Okay, so you want to identify that. So once you identify that thing, you can imagine it as kind of like the health goes down a little bit of this obstacle, right? That you're gonna overcome. The second thing that you need is to actually commit, right? So you find something, you find that boring activity, that repetitive, draining, annoying activity, and you actually commit to it. You don't quit after like 2 days or 3 days, right? So this is a problem that I need to overcome as well, right? So once you commit to it, the health goes down a little bit, even a little bit further, right? And then finally, to actually kill this piece of shit is to get real world results. This is the biggest one for me. I live in my head way too much. If I want to become something in life, I need to get real world results. I need to get good at changing the real world. Not in my head, not in the plans, not in theory, but in the real fucking world. If the real world doesn't change, you didn't win. Once you check that off, you killed this monster. And I will honestly take this a step further and say that you need to do it 5 times. You need to do this. You need to, like, I don't know, make a project or whatever and get real world results 5 times, 5 different things. Okay? So once you do that, whoopsie, that's a mistake from of that presentation. I'm gonna come back to it later. So, like I said, we need to do this 5 runs. Okay, the first run is that I'm gonna try and get a job. Obviously, that's what all adults do, and I wanna try what it's like. I wanna see like I've never had a job in my life, which is actually fucking insane. All I've been to is through school, and the closest thing to a job is like a YouTube channel that I had, but that's not even enough. So I'm gonna try and get a job. The second run is get a better job. The third run is getting an apartment so that I actually have my own fucking place, and I don't live under my parents. I don't live in my parents' basement, even though it's not a basement, but whatever. And the fourth run, I don't know what is it. I'm not gonna think about the future much. And the fifth run, same shit. So these are like 5 projects that I'm gonna do, and I'll try to get real world fucking results, right? So for the first run, which is what I'm gonna focus on over like the next 1 month or two, is to find a job, whatever job, it doesn't matter. So what is the boring thing we said? Is applying for jobs. Just apply for jobs. It doesn't matter. Like, do the boring thing. The second thing is to apply so many times. So commitment. This is my biggest problem here, is that I make projects and I don't fucking finish them because I look at like the future and the vision, and I end up not doing the activity itself that will get you there, that will get you to the vision. So I need to apply to a lot of jobs, right? And the real world results here is people saying, or like the owner of the thing, he tells me, you're hired. Until I'm hired, I did not finish the first run. I did not succeed over the first project. The first project is not successful until someone says, they shake my hand and they say, you're hired. That's it. Okay? So once we do this, right? We're gonna go from Puerto Torres to this. Basically, we're gonna get the cute cat's ears off. So I'm probably gonna still be a loser, you know, probably still a cute enemy girl, but at least I don't have the kitten ears now. So that's better, right? It's gonna be improvement. And yeah, now it's time to get to work. Bye bye. Shut the fuck up.